Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Baystation 13 mapping. It's been a while since we've seen each other. Today's video comes from user RM commented, "Can you upload a video explaining how to map a Funcional cargo bay on Baystation 12? Thanks." Of course I can, and I can do something better, because if anybody actually plays Cargonia on Baystation 12, then this scene in front of you is probably fairly familiar. I've never actually played on the Baystation server since they've gotten this Thorn, I believe it's called. What the fuck is this thing called? Torch. That goes to show just how much I know. So this scene in front of you is Cargonia in its entirety, the entire system, completely chopped down into its bare essentials and separated from the rest of the ship. And a lot of what you see in front of you can actually be a little overbearing, because a lot of this is unnecessary filler. So RM asked for a functional Cargonia map. So what we have here is the lower level of the sorry, I have beer. It's the only way I can functionally handle the Baystation 13 mapping. So what we have here is the lower chunk of Cargonia. Then we have the hangar, which is where this door leads out into. This door leads out into a hallway that goes over to the hangar. And then we have the upper floor here, and because they have a multi-Z system, these stairs right here lead to right here. And then you have the quartermaster's office and the hangar. This is above the hangar, and it has a couple of consoles. It has a navigation console, it's got a dock console, and it has a security console. Now, I don't actually play on Baystation. Like I said, I have no idea how their mechanics work, but mechanically Cargonia is exactly the same as any other code base, relatively speaking. I mean, you're going to find some difference whenever you're moving between the way that code bases handle their cargo, but a lot of it is pretty crossover, cut and dry. So the entire reason that this looks overbearing is because there's a lot of useless junk. Right here you have the disposals and mailroom, which honestly, if you don't want a functional Cargonia, you really don't need. Functionally you do need it, because the piping here will lead in disposals from this disposal pipe segment, which will come out of the disposal outlet, which will then be pushed on this conveyor belt, and this delivery chute will go elsewhere, or vice versa. I honestly don't know which way these conveyors are moving. Looks like east. So what we have is a hangar up here. This is the shuttle landmark that you would use in order to actually get the shuttle there, and then after that I'm pretty sure you would use the docking terminal. Like I said, somebody will probably correct me because I could be wrong. So functionally, let's get started actually. All this fucking talking and bullshitting. Looking at it, this is probably big enough right here to segment off. And I'll grab some of their fancy walls, I mean bulkhead, because we have to be snowflakes about it. So the first place that we were looking at up there is probably going to have to be the... Oh yeah, so I was right. There's a docking console in the chief's office, so I actually technically didn't even need the flight control tower. On a technicality, the the deck chief slash quartermaster, whatever the hell Baystation wants to call him, already comes with a preset dock console. And the thing that you have to most worry about is the path that comes from all of these items. So when you're worried about mapping, you shouldn't be worried so much about, I mean at this stage, you shouldn't be worried so much about how everything looks like with all of this extra filler shit down here that honestly isn't necessary. We could delete the entirety of this room besides this one landmark and nothing functionally would change. Which is why a lot of mapping seems very scary because there's so much filler. But when you're building things from the ground up, do we need anything here? No, we don't actually. So, fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to just map it functionally, aren't I? Alright, sure, fuck it. Let's get this started. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually, where's their windows? I know they have windows. No grill, sure, fuck it. So their windows right here. Fuck it, we'll do that. I think that could be my door. So you'll see that the reason that I copy pasted and cut out the entirety of cargo is because a lot of it is, instead of me hunting through this fucking big menu and finding, oh, where the fuck should I find fucking stairs at, or fucking these documents right here, I gotta find random secret documents. Like, instead of doing all that shit, all you have to do is come down here, oh, I need this comfy office chair, fucking grab it, fucking click it in. That's not what I meant to do. Bear with me, I'm special. And I think what I'm gonna do after that, now there's another reason that I took this preset location here for the hangar. This hangar is precisely 6 by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 by 9. I don't know how big this shuttle is because this is just a landmark that spawns in the shuttle. So there's code handling that. That would be a little difficult for me to tell as a mapper how many spaces exactly are needed. So it's a good idea to just utilize that space right there. And I'm gonna leave that as plating for right now. I don't like this fucking yellow wires anyway. Or hazard strips, whatever the fuck. What else do we need? I believe that is everything that we need from the deck chief's office. So I'm actually gonna take his airlock too while I'm at it. Fucking puss ass. I'll use this lighter colored. Oh, that's already what I'm using, so I guess I'll use this fucking slightly darker colored steel grid tile to actually bring up the stairs, make a little fucking thing here. And we can probably take a hangar door, hangar bay, bring it over here. Actually, I don't like the way that looks, so what I'm actually going to do is, I think I'm going to bring it out by 2. Now that I'm looking at it. 1. Well, I want to keep things in view of the deck chief, because he's clearly the guy in charge for Baystation. And then we can probably pop in another thing there. Now, one thing you'll notice when mapping, the door is a structure, or a machinery. It's an object, okay? I'm not that retarded, I've just been drinking. It's object machinery. This right here, this deck, is turf simulated floor. If you look under this hangar bay door, there's still an R wall under there. So that hangar bay door, that will open, but unfortunately there will be a wall underneath. So you want to make sure you fucking copy paste some floor and make sure you put it under that door. That's why in a lot of maps that I do, I'll put a placeholder where the door is supposed to be and then put in the floor and then the door, if that makes sense. Make everything look a little more pretty. And then that'll lead up into this room down here is completely useless. I don't even know why I kept that around. It's just because it leads up to the deck chief's office, and there's open space here, which means those stairs, like I said, the stairs down here leading into the warehouse go up into right here where this deck chief's door starts. The way the multi-Z on Bay works is that you just have to link these stairs up. So see how these stairs are at 891 and 810.1? All you would have to do is on the next Z level, you would take open space, and these are at 891, 810.1. You would just go to 892 and 810.2, and you would make it as wide as the stairs. So when you look, if you check this spot right here, you'll see, oh, look at that, the stairs line up. And then in the code you would fucking handle multi-Z, like which level's below or above the next level, but that's not what you're here for, is it, RM? This right here, the ordering console. I mean, we could go with an ordering console. I don't really, because fuck people, I mean, what the fuck. We'll say this up here. Is that even different? No, it's not different. Let's get some different fucking floor. Let's get some old tile up in here. So let's say this is the hallway, and then we'll make this lead out into Cargonia, which would be warehouse, I guess, whatever the fuck they want to call it. Warehouse, and then we would need a table. And put an entrance there, and then that would be a fucking maintenance shaft, cargo maintenance. Right here, right there. And then for the entry to the actual warehouse, I suppose it's still called, oh, it's called supply office, entry dasting. Huh. That would be right here, and then I guess another warehouse entrance could be over here. And then we'll take our tables. That's not a table. That's a table. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Right there. Pop in our fucking chair. Yeah, that looks good. Then preset supply, preset professional. So these are two different consoles. These would be the consoles that you would need. You know what? Actually, I think we're gonna change it up a little bit, because if I wanted to be that much of a bitch about copying things, I'd fucking just copy it. Console. Right there. Chair. Facing down, obviously. That being the rest of the warehouse, honestly, could just put one of these there as well, because it's not like anybody else could access it, and it's just one more point of access for them. And then we already have the deck chief, so what's left would be, well, I suppose we could put in a fucking auto lathe. There's no reason not to. I think I'll put it down here in the corner, actually. Then the rest of this is garbage. Paper shredder, I guess we could pitch in. I mean, it's not necessary, but it works. Photocopier, sure, we'll bring that over. There's not really very much else that's necessary. I mean, if you want the trash system, we could put in the trash system. It's just an extra pain in the ass because it links all around the entire station, and I'm working under the assumption that you're operating under... I mean, nobody's just gonna ask for, like, just a cargo system at fucking random. Like, I'm assuming that you're adding it onto something or building it from the ground up. This right here is a cargo lift, as in a land elevator. So this elevator, top deck right here, bottom deck right here. So again, that's just another signal of linking up the multi-Zs. So you would fucking... I mean, I don't really fuck with elevators on multi-Z, because on a lot of servers they're fucking broken or retarded. But I mean, you can if you want to, that's your prerogative. But the elevators, that's for moving crates multi-Z, because with the way Baystation works, I don't know if they've updated it, but with older versions of Bay you couldn't move up Z levels with a crate. So if you had a crate down here, you would need to have an elevator to bring it up. Like I said, all this other shit is fucking... This is all completely useless. That's a medical crate. This is a fucking oxygen dispenser. Whatever this is, a boombox spawn point. Yeah, great fucking snowflake code there, Baystation. You're really making a name for yourself. All this other shit is honestly completely unnecessary. There's a wall recharger here. I mean, you can put one of those in if you really want to. And then the only thing this is all missing is... Alright, so fuck that. I'm not fucking touching that. I don't care. I'm not fucking with Baystation's areas any more than I have to. They for some reason have it so this right here, this counts as the hallway, which I don't understand why that would count as the hallway. So what we're going to do is make all of this, yeah, we'll make all that the area, fuck it. And then dump this off. Area code is extremely important because it's how power travels around, and you get power through a APC. And you'll notice, as soon as I turn this garbage off, you'll notice that the APCs say east bump, north bump, west bump, south bump. That is because you build it. So actually I want the APC over here, so I would put a west bump right here, and the APC mechanically is on this tile right here. Visibly it is on this tile. So the pixel offset causes it to be over somewhere else. I believe they're using step. Nope, they're using pixel X. Where the fuck was that? Pixel X -24. So what pixel X does is, if something's in this tile, it makes it look 24 tiles to the left. That was a -24, by the way. Pixel X, -24. So negative makes it move to the left or down, positive makes it move to the right or up, depending on if you're using X or Y. I really don't like this floor here. I think I'm going to change it over actually to use... I like this dark floor. I think the hangar's going to be a dark area. And I'll just put it everywhere because fuck you. Well, no, because plating looks a lot better for a spot where the thing's actually going to land. So this would lead wherever the fuck else you want it to, or you don't have to have a door there at all. The hangar itself would also need a area quartermaster hangar, and then I'll put it over all of these, and then it would need its own APC. The APC is very important because you need to make sure that it actually goes in the area. I think I'll make it go right here against this wall actually. That looks like a fine fucking place for it. And yeah, that is a functional fucking thing. That's literally all you need for Cargonia, is literally just this. Everything that I just showed functionally, besides the fucking paper shredder and the fucking photocopier. The auto lathe I imagine is a little important to Cargonia, but I mean everything else here, you've got yet another photocopier, a fucking paper shredder, a newscaster, a fax machine, I guess, fuck it, why not? Here you go, dude, have a fax machine, dickhead. It's supposed to go on a table. There's an intercom that goes directly to security, a rubber stamp. You'll notice a lot of other weird shit like brown corner. That's just the fucking floor decal. If I delete that, it'll just be a fucking floor. Like, all it is coloring on the floor. It doesn't fucking do anything. This right here is the lift. So, if you want to fuck with elevators, like I said, again, you would just have to link it up between the two Z levels, and then in the code you would identify which Z level is on top of another. So functionally, that's about it. I mean, you can drag over a cargo train if you want to. I normally don't because they're normally a buggy mess. Like I said, I don't play Bay. I don't know what the fuck else they would want or need from a fucking cargo station. A caveat with door controls. Let's see if they still have it. Yep, ID. So right here you see QM warehouse on the ID of this blast door button. That blast door button would open these blast doors, which would have the same exact ID as, you guessed it, QM warehouse. So a button, a blast door button, it has to be a blast door button, hooks up to a blast door with the same ID, and then when that button is powered, you push that button and it opens whatever blast doors it is linked to through the ID. So, I mean, fuck it, we'll go through that one. Fucking, can I just get a base blast door? Right there, that works. Cool beans. And then, I guess we'll fucking, could make it link into here. Yeah, why not? We'll make it, we'll put it right here. And then edit pixel X. And we want to make that 32. And it would appear right there on the wall. And you can only see it on this left side of the wall. We'll just fucking move this shit over. Then another supply office door right here. Make sure you get your floors right. Anytime you change the code or the map, make sure you fucking update the areas too while you're at it. Layers. And then we'll delete this. And we can put down, I don't know, fuck it, we'll put down 3. And then we go pick up a blast door from somewhere. The same exact one, fuck it, shutters. Go all the way back here to shutters. Put down 1 shutter. You want to put down 1 shutter. So then I would change this button to ID Funcional, and then you would copy. Okay, bad expression, Funcional. Oh, I'm retarded. Needs to be in quotation marks because it's a fucking, it's beyond, I don't fucking know. Then you go to those shutters and you edit and you go down to ID. That ID is set to 1. Funcional. And then I've just created a completely new state, which appears right here, shutters. And now all 3 of these have the same ID because I used that 1 blast door to make the ID set for all of them. So anything else that uses this same exact object, make active object. So if I put them all over the fucking place, all these are doors, they all have the same ID as this single door. So this one button opens all 400 of these fucking doors. That's how blast doors work in Baystation 13. You link them up with IDs, at least on Baycode. I don't know how fucking anybody else does it. And I'll fucking, a tiny little baby's place. Like this here. And that's the hallway that leads out. And I guess I'll make the rest of this a fucking hallway too. That's not what I wanted. Jesus. Why would you even think that I wanted that? What the fuck? You do that, and that runs off the rest of the station. That's bad mapping right there, but I don't know, man. Fucking sue me for it. It's not even a supply office, it's a warehouse. Warehouse, and it fucking goes right there. Make sure you change the floor underneath it so it's fucking deck. And then I don't know, man, you can fucking just put down your fucking dispensers and shit here. I mean, fucking, there you go, there's your fucking warehouse. This right here, let me check this. Where the fuck, where is it? Where is this? Request console. Aha, I knew I was forgetting something. So a request console. I mean, you really don't fucking need one because it just makes it so every other place fucking requests shit from you, which nobody else uses it anyway. But the request consoles are different from other consoles because they're cargo bay department. Yuck, the fucking pee just hit my microphone. I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. I normally try to be ASMR and monotone, but sometimes my pee comes out. So cargo bay and department type 2. And that would be the only fucking difference besides clearly the pixel, because they were changing the location. So you would just utilize the request console. You would change it to department, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna put it I don't know, fucking, I'll put it right here. This request console, edit, department type, unknown. It's fucking cargo bay, dude. I hope I got that right. Edit department. Yep, cargo bay level 2, whatever the fuck, I don't know. And then I guess we're gonna put it up in the ceiling. Pixel Y. Positive 30. And that makes it go up. So yeah, there you go. That's a it's a fully functional cargo bay right there for Baystation 12. That is the up-to-date dev branch, the only branch that they have on their GitHub. And this was just downloaded today as of the June 2nd, fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, mapping and getting drunk. Yeah, that's me. Story of my life. And as always, don't forget to map in your fucking areas. See what I did right there? That was retarded. You don't have to, because that thing ain't there. It's down here, already in the area. Site request console will receive power because it's on the floor, not the wall. Fucking rookie ass mistake. So now, explaining area power to you guys. Everything here in quartermaster storage, I guess, is that the fucking quartermaster storage? Yeah, runs off of this one APC. And with APCs, you want to put a wire nut underneath them. Right fucking right here. And then you want to fucking run it clean out to here. Fucking fuck is it? Go up this way and fucking, and that's a retarded way of doing it. Why did I do it that way? It goes off to engineering to get charged. So this wire right here ending on this APC will get charged from engineering or whatever power source you hook up to it. And that will charge the entire area, and it'll draw power from this cord straight to the APC. And it has to be one of these nuts. It has to be an end. These little half things right here, it has to be one of these half things. It doesn't have to be this direction. It can be that half thing, it can be this half thing, it can be this half thing, any direction, but it has to be a half thing. You can't just fucking, if I was gonna do this, I couldn't just fucking you can't just run that through it. I'm retarded. Yeah, so something like that, I'm like, oh fuck it, that's good right there, right? Because the wire passes over it. You're fucking wrong, because you have to do that. You gotta have that half thing. You have to, even if, because you can even see it down here on the already made map. 2 wires right here. See that? One full wire continues up into here for some reason, and this half thing right here, see it? Oh wait, I just reset it to default, whatever. See it? It fucking charges that APC. I don't know where the fuck this one goes. Oh, the deck chief's office has a separate area for some reason. I guess because it's more immersive, and cutting the power specifically to the deck chief is different from cutting it to the whole department. I don't fucking care. So yeah, tackled power. Air, I guess. There's air scrubbers and air supply. So atmospherics, and they would go off from somewhere else, and the air scrubber would link up to an air scrubber, which would be object machinery atmospherics urinary vent scrubber on. And the air supply pipe manifolds and air supply pipes would be linked up to an air vent, which would be object machinery atmospherics urinary vent pump on. That's if you're using atmospherics. And if you're using simulated turf in an area that has oxygen and power, or whatever the fuck. You don't need this shit. Like, if you're making a tiny map and you're like, fuck it, I don't want to fuck with atmospherics, that's too complicated. Because you can see right here, I just chopped out the fucking place. It's already got all this bullshit. I ain't fucking with no atmospherics. Fucking CO2 and fucking engineering and shit. Fucking nerds. What do I look like? Fucking nerd. You just fucking do this shit. Fucking link it all up. Yeah, but if you're using turf simulated, then unless there's a breach, you're constantly gonna have atmosphere anyway. You're gonna have air and shit. Area is also important. I should probably point this out. Area is important because this tile right here says space. Space doesn't have gravity. Everything else here has gravity. This has gravity. Space don't have gravity, so if they walk from inside here onto this tile right here, they would fucking collapse as soon as they hit the bottom because there's no gravity. They'd fucking fall into a heap right in this doorway, which I've seen happen. People forget to put in area in certain places and it won't have power or it won't have gravity. Just fucking remember your fucking areas. Just if you're gonna map anything, better fucking remember that area. Sorry, that was rude of me. Alright, well, I mean, that's really all you have. Fucking intercoms and shit, but that's functional. I mean, you can spice it up if you want to. I'm not fucking spicing it up. Here's your fucking atmosphere, or cargonia in Baystation 12, cargonia. So there you go, that's how you map in a functional map. I also told you some tips about areas and power and how charging APCs works, and taught you about blast doors and supply consoles or request consoles. So I hope that was of a little bit of help. I mean, there's, like I said, this is bare bones. Like, you do not need anything for fucking running stuff in Baystation 13. Like, this is all of cargo, and this is even pushing it. Like, I'm adding way too much shit to this, but this is fucking, that's all you need right there. That's all you need, baby. Then you just fucking, that's all you need, baby. Then you just fucking put in some shit. Yeah, some shit. That's all you need. Look at that shit. It's fucking dock console, fucking hangar, shuttle landmark, fucking some consoles here, professional and supply, and fucking APC to power it all. And that's all you need, man. That's it. You could put in a request console. I don't, because this is for science. For science to request shit like fucking Foron and shit. Fuck you, science. You don't get no fucking Foron, shithead.